Greetings. Blessings to you all. I go by Lex. Baba Lex M-EL. Some call me Lex Stays Liquid. That's fine. I'm here now. Thank you for joining. It took me a while to just get online. I'm not too sure what's happening with this algorithm, with Instagram. But once again, just to put this in quickly, is that we're moving into the full moon in Leo. And so there's a lot of things happening energetically. One of those things are cyber attacks because of Uranus. Okay? I do go deeper into that within my Lex's Liquid Fast method. Yeah, please have a look, check it out. We're fasting from Friday, depending on where you are, your time zone. So the 3rd till the 6th, and it happens every full moon, okay? It's a beautiful modality which I created, which I grounded, okay? Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you. Please help me break this algorithm. But if not, we still continue, and I'll put this on a replay for you, okay? Once again, the mother, thank you so much for joining, and I love you so much. I'm sending love and beaming love all the way to the western side, the western world, where the battleground is, okay? I don't want to talk too much on that. I'm sending you strength all the way from South Africa, okay? Kemet, Alkel Bulan, Shan, whatever you want to call it, because once again, we are here now. We utilize all of these lifetimes, these energies, these propagations in our favor to know where we are, what season it is, not what time, because what is time? Okay? When you're having a bliss moment, it happens in an instant. When you are having a struggle period or things which are not blissful in nature, it takes it forever. Yes? So once again, these are simply constructs which were created. And you yourself as a God, with intention and heart space, not ego mind, duality, push-pull, right? You're able to manifest and create. I do not like using the spell manifest because it seems like you're consciously engaged. A thought is a thing, okay? And this is why we're on episode 3. I always plan these intros, but they never quite go in, right? Because I usually work with energy. And with this episode 3, it is mastering your energy. Mastering energy, right? I'm going to keep this not too long, short and sweet, like with all of them, about 20 or so minutes. But once again, I will leave some space for a bit of a Q&A if you would love so. I would appreciate your questions. There's nothing new under the sun, once again. And hence why our sun is changing. Mother Earth herself is going into her full embodiment, which is a feminine nature. In nature. Okay? And so, with mastering energy, I'm going to take you through these quick what and how will come together. Then we'll go to who. Then we'll go to where. And then we'll go to when. Okay. What and how? What are the forms of energy available that we are aware of? We're aware of electric, magnetic, and organic or orgone energy. Okay? If you're not familiar with those 3 types of energies that we are conscious of right now and which are available to us to play with, now you know. Okay? You can always expand on this, ask some questions. Please write them down and also even DM. Once again, I also do these mentorships where this now teaching for this momentous moment, this Mzuzu, is available for you to utilize it and simplify it to amplify who you are and what you are being and becoming, right? Everything is in the present now. Otherwise, you're too much in the future, which is anxiety, trying to control things which cannot be controlled, or you're too far in the past, which is depression, because you cannot let go of that which no longer serves. But once again, that's an energy. We'll get to that in a second. Energy is positively charged and negatively charged, right? But that also can hit another layer. Let's play on another layer. Positive, negative, black, white, yin, yang, masculine, feminine. Woo! You see how simple that is? So in actual fact, is there a such thing as good and bad? Or is that the polarity within with which you filter the energy and now it is, because you are the observer and the creator? Powerful. Powerful. The weakest form of energy or propagation of energy is electrical in nature. Because electrical, even though it has a positive and negative charge, it has to go from somewhere to somewhere. It is a current, straight, boof, masculine. Electrical energy is masculine in nature because it has a direction, purpose, action, act on ions, acting upon the energy available. Wow. Powerful. Okay? And then we have magnetic, which is toroidal in nature. Okay? Have a look at this. Right here. This is you who was born in sin on a plane. You were born in a sine wave, right? Born in sin on a plane, and you are Christed. Boom. But since we're born in sin, we're animalistic. This is how magnetic energy works. It is more self-sustainable because it feeds itself. It is feminine in nature. It is reciprocating. It is giving and receiving. Okay? Have a look. Boom. Right there. This is the toroidal field. And also, this is around you, because you are an electromagnetic being. You're in the center. Absolutely powerful, right? And so magnetic energy is a lot cleaner in that it does not leave residue. Okay? Electrical energy starts somewhere and it goes, and it leaves something behind, a residue. You see? So when you balance these within you, left brain, masculine, electrical, thoughts are things, but then when you act upon them, that's still masculine energy. But then do you give yourself the time to receive, to nurture the space, to nurture the gifts, to allow, allowance, because you already know where you're going with the direction, electrical, but are you receiving? Are you receptive? Are you nurturing? Are you able to accept it is what it is? Okay? This is how this energy works within. Not the actual brain, but this is just where we point. This faculty, right? The mind. Beautiful. Okay? Electromagnetic. Divine masculine, divine feminine. But most of us are warped towards the masculine. Patriarchy. Because of the times we're coming out of, or where we were. Building square bricks, straight lines, boom, boom. There's nothing soft. It's not round. It's not nurturing. It's not cradling, you know? It's not allowing. It's not beautiful, okay? It's not just there. right? Now, everyone gets confused with the gender thing. Don't confuse gender, because there's male and female. Whatever you do in between, whatever you think of that is really up to you. Remember, there is no such thing as positive and negative. Sorry, there's no such thing as bad and good. It is what you do with the energy that either makes it positive or negative. So you yourself in your field are going through different energies are coming through you. But if you have a vessel which is not cleansed, clear, and clarified, meaning your cells are not hydrated, CELLPH, your alkalinity, okay, is not balanced, you are not able to tap into the self because there's so much baggage. This is what we're being asked to do and what the shift is happening. We're being asked to let go of that which no longer serves. The longer you hold on, the longer you create more pain, prolong your pain, and even perpetuate it. You make yourself sick. Now, if we had to say this, even just 2-3 years ago, you get slaughtered at the stake, burnt at the stake. However, with the energy first. That energy moves in different forms, different waves, okay, until it becomes the most purest that we know. We've spoken electric, we've spoken magnetic. Let's go to organic, orgone. Wow. Orgone energy is omnipresent. Omnipresence meaning that it's always available. It is what it is. It is the isness. It is creator source, okay? It is creator source. Organic energy, think orgasm, think organic. So organe, or orgone, which is above electric, above magnetic, and it is the most natural in nature because it is omnipresent. You don't need to do anything to nature for it to heal itself or be itself. Similar to you. What perpetuates dis-ease is getting in the way of nature. Wow. Hence, Baba Lex today had to jump on the green because we're connecting to earth. That childlike energy, exactly. It's always there. That's why being in fasted states, you feel like you're wired. Think back to when you were a child and you'd be playing outside or whatever the case may be. If you did play outside, right, you would forget to eat. Oh, I'm coming. The whole day goes. You didn't eat, but you're fine. You're more than fine. You've got even more energy. You can't sleep even. Okay? Similar concept. It's because this is how we are. There's organic energy is all of the vital minerals within the ether, okay? Fifth element. Within the ether, waiting to be received because it is giving, always, depending on your level of consciousness. Where are you playing? Are you playing strictly on the patriarchy, left brain, masculine in left mind, masculine in nature, just do, no rest, relaxation on the right mind, okay, not even the heart space, because that is what we'll tap into slightly later, okay? We're off balance. Can you see how the energies that we have within us is off balance? Okay, we're leaning to one or the other side, right? Hence why we have what's going on in the world right now. This is the opportunity based on Mother Earth herself, energy she's pushing out, okay? The shakes, the chaos. You see, within chaos is order. It's like when they say dark magic, or sorry, not dark magic, black holes. Black holes is simply melanin. Melanin is creation. Okay? You do not plant a seed in the light. You plant a seed in the darkness, and then it becomes autonomous and reaches for the light because of its awareness. The blueprint is already there. It's not getting in its way. And everything is available for that to take place. And once again, we are in this space where, should you not allow, you will still prolong your pain. Okay? And this is only energy. Depending on your perception is how the energy will propagate through you. Not next to you, not above you, not below you. The energy goes through you. The sun is pushing out beautiful energy. Okay? And it's becoming magnetic in nature. Hence why it's not polarizing, it's pulling out all of the negative and pushing out all of the positive. But it all has a purpose. You have a purpose. We have a purpose to bring balance and homeostasis. But first it starts with the self. Wow. Super simple. Once again, we simplify these keys and these beings for you to understand, overstand, and understand. Because once again, you are able to understand already. You're already able to understand the old world. That's done. Okay? In the physicality, we've already played on this level. It's now over. It's now time to balance your faculties. Because especially if you have monkey mind, chats, and you're not able to balance them out, you're off balance. You're not. You see where we come from with this? Super simple. Okay. Once again, there's so much information out there. However, utilize your discernment, please. The only way you're able to really and truly utilize your discernment is if your cells are cleansed, cleared, and clarified. Your cells will enable you to tap into the self, the higher self, and the higher heart. Okay? That is it for what and how, right? Let's speed this up and go into who. What did he just say? Energy who? There are different types of beings in different densities of consciousness. Okay? Different dimensions. And they are either soulful or soulless. Simple. They all have a purpose. Simple. Right? You as a human being in this form are the only sentient being who is able to become consciously aware of your awareness. That means you're able to step out of yourself and be the observer of your observation or your creation. You create and be the observer of that creation, which is pretty much coming up to the tip of your finger. That is Stargate. If you open that portal from 7th, obviously Crown, Corona, and then you open Stargate, you're then able to open that faculty. It happens spontaneously. Also, it happens when you utilize certain drugs, when you have certain traumas, etc., etc., etc. But especially if you want to do it naturally when you're fasted, when you are in an elevated state of being, where your cells are now able to pick up on subtle energies. Okay? There are also beings such as archons. Archons, you can also speak about the Alpha Draconians. They harness energy, whether that's negative or positive. Okay? And they are in etheric forms. The fourth density or the fourth dimension, which is also the astral plane, which is where dreams and thoughts are housed, depending on, there's also levels in there, right? Whenever you think a thought, where does it go? It's housed in a place which we can term the fourth dimension, or the astral realm, astral plane. It's another level, it's another plane to play at with different levels of consciousness, different energies. Okay? Once again, some of these energies are soulful, some of them are soulless. The soulless ones are things which look like shadows. Maybe they've lost their shadow, lost their spirit, lost their soul, sold their soul, and and now they're locked into a certain energetic propagation. Okay, you can call them ghosts also, pretty much, of people who were ejected out of the vessel quickly. I mean, and also in war times, places of a lot of war, the quick ejection out of the vessel means that you weren't conscious, and when you're not conscious when you exit, you then are confused and you do the same thing in a loop. Also, there's other energies available which perpetuate that electrical loop. Okay? I'm not going to go into that, but I'm just going to give you a clue. The moon, right? There was one stage where the moon was not here. There was no such thing as that. Simply suns. Man under the sun, hence sons of the sun. We're going back to that clean nature. Okay? But first, chaos. Energies coming in through your vessel. You discern it or not. And then you're able to transmute that and become a God-like being. Utilizing the universal laws which govern each and every being, which becomes a creator. This is where we're going, fifth dimensional stuff, okay? And when you master energy, you master your thoughts, because thoughts are things. In higher levels of consciousness, also higher densities of being, right? Where we are headed, because the physicality is also going to change. We do not have to any longer exit the vessel to shift into our next cycle. Okay, because death, once again, is a construct. Once you have done the ego death, the shadow work, which is also what we do here at Lex Stays Liquid, we tackle that because you integrate it and you realize that you are both. Because both is all. It's just like organic energy, orgone energy. Okay? It is one with the all, and therefore all is the one. Neo. Wow. Absolutely powerful. Okay, I appreciate the follows. I appreciate you guys watching. Those of you who are able to join. I'm almost finished with this right here. And, hopefully there's something which you've learned to simplify and amplify where you are in your journey right now. Remember, we're playing at different levels of consciousness. And you are more than welcome to make that mistake, because there's no such thing as mistakes. It is how you perceive, okay, the energy. And now when we become consciously aware of that awareness of the energy, especially from the self and the cells, everything begins to be steadfast. The wind can blow, just like a tree, steadfast. When the wind blows, it sways, but it stays rooted, okay? So this is all it is. Become rooted in your own energy, and therefore when energies come in, okay, and therefore when energies come in, you, like a tree, you stay steadfast when these chaos winds are blowing. You don't get blown by anything, okay? Once again, it's all about your perception of the energy. The energy itself is neutral. However, it propagates itself in either electrical, magnetic, or orgone energy. Orgone is always available. It's omnipresent, okay? Which means it is all and all is one. All right? And so the last one is the AI. AI is attempting to recreate consciousness. Okay? It's a type of energy, but it's a soulless energy, because it is attempting to be what Creator Source is to all of us. Okay? Artificial intelligence is attempting to recreate consciousness through different, let's call it different containers, different vessels. Doesn't even have to be an organic vessel, okay? Because it is AI, artificial intelligence. It's artificial. It's mimicking real nature, okay? Once again, with this Uranus energy, you're going to feel a lot of cyber attacks, a lot of weird things happening with technology, okay? Stand in there, hang in there, stay steadfast. Also, like I keep mentioning, if you would love to take on some of these teachings, please do not hesitate. Okay? And now we're going into where this energy happens. Where does energy happen? Energy happens everywhere, all the time, because there's no time. It is omnipresent. Okay? If you're stepping down from the top, organic energy, which is omnipresent, then magnetic, and then electric, you then begin to understand that it depends on your level of awareness that allows you to play with different forms of energy and inner G. Okay? Or your inner chi. Stay with me. When it happens, this is the final point. When it happens is, it's always receiving and giving, since energy is organic, right? It's orgone in nature, right? It's natural. It's always been there and always will be. It just is. It's the isness, okay? So now when you look at, we spoke briefly about when it comes to creating. I don't like to utilize the spell manifesting, but when it comes to creating, okay, there's two faculties, right? You're either utilizing the mind faculty, which is comprised of the divine, masculine and feminine in nature, meaning electrical energy and magnetic energy. If you're not balanced, your manifestations are not balanced. They're skewed, or they're topsy-turvy, or you will get what you asked for, but also receive a kickback, a karma. Because you're working in duality, poles, right? Good, bad, black, white. It is or it isn't. There's no letting it be, which is moving to the feminine energy, which is magnetic in nature, okay? Once you harness these and you meet in the middle, you meet at pineal. But there's ways to qualify for this to be a lot more smoother for you, all right? It's more like honoring yourself as a sovereign being, and also speaking what you say into being, and being what you speak after saying. So you're not contradicting yourself in any given mzuzu, any given moment, right? You are giving and receiving, giving and receiving. Okay? Powerful stuff. Absolutely powerful stuff. When we start to manifest from the heart space, and we now tap into higher heart, after we've done our integration of our shadow, after we've done our ego death, okay, we've seen ourselves, our demons, face to face, that stagnant energy, now the waters are flowing. Your channels are now open, right? You are now like the river Nile, flowing with no hindrance. Absolutely powerful, okay? The heart is, it's either 1,000 or 10,000, but let's, for this sake here, let's call it 1,000 times stronger in manifesting with its electromagnetic field than this faculty here. What? So whenever you connect to the heart, it's an anagram for the earth. So when you connect to the heart, you connect to the earth. If you want to connect to nature, you connect to the earth, right? And so, hence why it is all linked. The soil goes into your souls, into your solar plexus, shooting through the stargate, and at the top there is Father Soul. You don't even have to say Father, it's just soul. But it is that sun which illuminates you. Okay? So you can see how when you're not balanced, when you're not in tune, when you're not attuning, right? Which is part of the self-development. It's about attuning the vessel, attuning the cells, and attuning into the self. You feel me? It depends on your alkalinity, but also the alkalinity, every cell has the mitochondria, and so the alkalinity will show you whether you can push out clean energy or push out energy at all, or whether you're able to store energy, whether you have strength, whether you have desire, whether you have willpower, all of this are forms of energy, right? In your cells, right? So how do you treat yourself? Are you consuming just to consume? Do you take a fast to accelerate and become more amplified because you've simplified yourself? Or do you perpetuate your dis-ease, that disorder, that discord, which you know does not work, and yet you still persist? Okay? This is a perfect time. Once again, there's nothing called perfect and there's nothing called time. So once again, that's a construct. Let's remove ourselves from these constructs. Let's observe, and also observe within us how this energy moves through us, right? Discernment. Once you discern, you're then able to move the energy through you for either healing, past life regression, going back into childhood, cleaning up blockages, old relationships, all of that jazz, and then you become, with the jazz hands, didn't quite work out, but once again, I'm here for you if you do require me. This has been part 3 of What the Shift is Happening. I am Lex. Some call me Lex Stays Liquid, otherwise with the master teachings, I am Baba Lex M-EL. I thank you for coming through. Please remain blissful, stay liquid.